Hey guys, more mini X project. Today we're going to put the root grapple on it, or root rake, or rake, whatever. 20-inch rake. I ordered it, it's in this box, I'll unbox it. I ordered it when I ordered the machine. The machine got here in 3 days. The rake took about a month. Little girl. Alright. Now here is my thumb. I did manage to bend it a tiny bit, I think. I have the manual thumb. I know how to use it, so it's not that bad. So it's fairly chunky, and misconception, it doesn't matter how thick the steel is. If it's mild steel, it's not that strong. But the bucket, we only need to take out these two pins. Pins, boltish. It's got a keeper, and then it's got the nuts to hold it on. So, got the impact set. We'll take it off, see how it works. I got it over here by the truck. The bucket's not that heavy. If it was a lot bigger machine, you don't put the bucket on the ground and all that. But the bucket shouldn't be that heavy. This bucket actually is pretty decent. It has wear. It's got the wear plates. When they wear down, you just weld new plates on them. And it seems fairly stout. So, let's get this unboxed. As you can see, it just comes in a cardboard box. It's kind of sticking through there. I thought it would have came in like a wood or something, but now all the ones I see on eBay are Typhoon. And again, I'm not even 100% sure this will fit. When I ordered the machine, I just clicked on this too, because I got a lot of wood stuff to clear. Now we got lots of bubble wrap. They did bubble wrap the crap out of it. Oh, and there it is. It's actually got a little bit of weight to it. Well, they welded some slag inside the square tube. That's good. Don't worry, I work for a $1 billion company, and they do the same shit too. Which I already see this is probably not going to fit. Because this one has, as you can see, it has the recessed square nuts on it. And mine does not. Which, no big deal. I just gotta go find some bolts that'll fit through there. It's kind of annoying they would sell me, I ordered a machine and then they sell me a part for it that it doesn't fit. They don't even, that's all right. Trying to think. So maybe I'll modify it real easily. Let me show you. Because it just has these little hex pieces just kind of tack weld, or kind of welded on there. Which would be hard to grind that off. You could just probably take those off. But then the bucket's drill tap, I don't know. Well, we can always go to the hardware store and see if we can get ourselves a bolt. Because the head of the bolt fits in here, keep it from turning, and your nuts go on the other side. Well, let's see if we can get this off and take a look. I guess that's the problem with not getting the mainstream one everybody gets, the AG, what is it? I don't know, AGT 12, whatever. I wanted to get the little bit different one. So now when I order, I have to look and make sure, because I want to get an auger. I want to get a trench bucket for digging trenches. Ah, yeah, it goes on there. It's just needs persuasion. Milwaukee set's not too bad. It goes all the way up to 1.5 inches. But the metric size is a little lackluster. But it usually will fit. There we go. And here I thought it'd just be a simple pin swap. Whew. The thing we did already is we changed all of our grease fittings out. My grease gun, I have a lock-in lube thing. It goes and clicks onto the fitting. I'm gonna switch it out after a little bit. But I like these fittings. You clean the end off. The other ones were flat and recessed, and it has a needle. So I feel you're going to be pushing dirt into your grease fitting, and that doesn't seem like that would be very good. We may have to run to the. We're gonna have to run to the hardware store. I'll bring this bolt, I guess the rake, and we'll see if we can find something that fits. Yeah, they did put a nylock on there. Well, can't tell you if it was super tight or not because I used the impact gun. Of course, using the bed of the truck as a platform to work on means it's gonna be a pain when I have to run to the hardware store. Alright, I probably have a metric that size. I guess in the future I'll try to make sure I get extra of all my bolts and stuff. Yeah, I forgot, I just greased the crap out of all this stuff. Now, the thing I find about this machine, the swing is a little, you can be tracking along and it'll want to turn a little bit left or right. I don't know if I don't have enough grease pumped into it yet, or what. There's the bolt. It looks like a sort of a specialty. Well, that's nice. They got a bunch of grooves in there for the grease, a bunch of cuts. Let's see if I can hold the bucket with one hand. Oh yeah, I can. All right, there she goes. All right, before we run to the store and everything, let's see if this actually mates up to the dealie. Yeah, sorta. There's a hair of a slack. Might need to throw a washer or two. Oh, let's see something. So what if no. Yeah, it's super inconvenient. I just want to see if it'll. Alright. I'm just putting them in there just to see if it lines up pretty decent. Alright. Yeah, it'll line up. I just wanted to make sure the spacing was good. See, there's a little bit of a gap in here. Well, we can push this whole thing that way. There's a little bit of a gap. So I don't know. I may get a couple sets of washers just to put on each side because I don't want it to slop back and forth and tear up the bolt or bind it. Give me a little bit. I'll be right back with some bolts. All right, guys, we went to the hardware store. We got some bolts. Fortunately, this is not, it needs to be a little bit bigger. This is 7/8. Probably sure I didn't really have anything bigger, so. Unfortunate on that. Although it does fit and lock into the little locking pin dealie. But it's not gonna be a machine fit like these pins. I guess when we order our next attachments, we're going to make sure we find the right attachment, which hopefully they got it. Let me get some towels here. We're gonna have to do a little more research on that, which it looks like, when I can tell, let's get you guys here. It looks like this does have bushings. You can see the groove. So when they get wear out, it looks like you can knock them out and replace it, hopefully. Hopefully before we wear it out, we can actually upgrade. Oh, I don't know if I want to put a washer here. We'll just have it all to one side. And heck, maybe this isn't gonna be useful at all. And I feel like it'd be useful. If it ain't, I guess we can eBay it. I'm not sure how good it is to sell, how easy it is to sell stuff on eBay. Yeah, it looks like we'll probably get one. Here's the. Well, we'll probably get 2 washers in there. Try to make it as less slop as possible, because then it won't. The more slop you have, the more it's going to bind up things, which I don't think I can get 2 washers in there. Okay. So we got 1 washer. I wanted to get the washer at least to the threads. I didn't want the threads cutting and binding in there. And some of that old Chinese grease. Thought I pumped all that stuff out. Well, after we get that in there, we'll grease it so there's a good bit of grease slopping around in there. Keep it from, and I also got some nylocks. But these 2 bolts, which apparently I only needed 2 washers, so I got extra 4 washers. 2 bolts, 6 washers, 2 lock nuts. $56. It's crazy. It is grade 8, but that's still not really that much an excuse, I don't think, to be $56. And it will be 1.25 inches. That's what we got. They stick out pretty far though. Well, it did suck that thing right down in there, didn't it? Not sure if I should back off a hair. Like I said, I don't want to slop around because it'll be bang bang. You know, you're banging it together. But we'll see something here. We'll start her up so I can get you guys in a decent angle. Definitely a lot wider in the bucket. This is a 20-inch rake. So we also got to get our fan installed. It's not too bad. The thumb actually goes between these, which is a Good coincidence. So that's how I installed it on my DY14, because it's different. I probably could have went with a little shorter bolts, but the problem was the shorter bolts, the threads were more. I don't want them inside the I forget what it's called, bearing area. I need to curl this down a little bit. I'm gonna pump some grease in there. I threw a washer in there. Probably should have threw a washer maybe that side. I may do that. No, it wouldn't fit. That's right. It only fit one. I can only fit one washer. So, and it has these. Like I said, you probably could ground those off, drilled and tapped it, and possibly use these. But I don't know, because it's still, it would work, but yeah, it possibly would work. But your thread would be, you wouldn't get all your threads. But I think it might work. I just, a couple hours I don't need to be messing with right now. So. All right, guys, that's the rake. And next we gotta do our fan, which will be the next video. I think I'm gonna put it right in here. I got a car fan. I'm gonna try to just mount it up against this panel, hopefully. If not, I think there's a frame in there. Let's see if we can, this magic button thing here, there we go. There's a metal frame right here. Get it in here just to get some air pulling or pushing, however it goes. And eventually we may just get rid of this little rubber thing and put another fan there. Just pull more air out. I'm putting it on a switch. Some of them people just wire it constant, but I want to be able to control the fan. And I guess if it is real hot, you can just take the door off. You know, let it cool. We're going to take the fuel tank off after a while. I found a nice one that's going to mount right back here. Maybe onto that, I'm not sure. Either this bar or that bar, you know, in the middle. Then I can put a bar in between. We'll mount it right in there, and it'll get the fuel tank out. And there'll be a little more room in there for a cool, and also it'll put the fuel tank up here where it can't get too hot and vaporize. So, lots of projects to come. Maybe we'll add some more ballast somehow. Maybe build a box that fits on the back. And it does have this like hole for something. I don't know what this hole's for. For some reason I thought I had two, but it just has one. I don't know. And we also have to get our motor guard bar. The guys got them. They're about $100, I think, but that'll be handy. Of course, you can also add a hitch to it, or just put some weight on it or something. Add a little extra weight. I don't know how much of a pain it'd be to drill a hole in that, because I thought I had two. I was going to build a box that bolted in, just a steel box, and fill it full of concrete, whereas this is a steel bumper. But also we could, there's plenty of room inside. Oh, there's counterweight actually on bolts. There's a bolt, and there's a bolt, and this piece comes out. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, AGT 12EX, I don't know what any of that means. Maybe that's the AG12. Maybe that's its pin system it uses. But every time I try the CFG DY14, I can't find that. So anybody knows where to buy the buckets and attachment that fit this with this pin system, not this pin system, to where I don't have to try to put bolts in here, because I really don't like that. Let me know. Somebody down in the comments, and try to post a link. It'll help everybody else out too with these, because you don't see You don't see many videos on this. Everybody's the cheapest Chinese thing. It's that yellow AG12. And then, I mean, this one's not, what was it, like $500 more or something. It's a little, I feel like it's a little bit better. But if you're looking in the market, I would try to get something with pilot controls, because joysticks are nice, but you still have to kind of lean forward unless you have like super long arms. Pilot controls would be right here. So you can just kind of sit back, dig. This wouldn't be in the way, you can see. So you're not leaning forward and off to the side. But if you're not gonna do a whole lot, you know, why not? But pilot controls, I feel like, is the way to go. But there's a million options. You see the swing. I can just, swing seems a little loose to me. Anyway, rambling on. Okay, guys. So we got it on there, and I gotta do some work with it. But I might check, I'm gonna pull this fan out and see what it involves in doing. Problem is, the switch I got, for some reason I thought I had a lot more room up here. And the switch I got is fairly chunky, so we may mount it in the front, which would involve taking this off. I'm gonna have to mark it, I'm gonna have to cut it, and we'll fish the wires down over. There's like a, I don't even know what that's for. I guess wires. There's a cover there. Alright guys, like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more of the Chinese excavator project. I'm gonna get out with the rake up there and see how she works, because I need to get some of the fence line cleared out to put some posts in so we can get the goats out. So stay tuned.